Hello, Heccu here at HGC Western Clash. Well, technically, Western Clash starts only tomorrow, but I already have the opportunity to interview the first player. Right now, I'm joined by Tempo Storm Jun. 안녕, 잘 지냈어?
Hello, that was pretty good Korean actually.
Good. I don't really speak Korean. I can read, but that's about it. Maybe next time we'll have a full Korean interview, but I would not be too optimistic about that.
It was pretty good. I could understand it, so not too bad.
I guess that's like the most important part. So, the last time when I saw you was at Western Clash in Kiev. And according to Twitter, you had some problems getting back home. Can you tell me the whole story with the rice, with the noodles? How did it start? How did it go? And how did it end?
So yeah, I did have wait, should I hold this or okay? Yeah, so I did have a lot of like problems when I was going back from was it Ukraine? Yeah, Ukraine. So I brought this instant noodle from Korea, and I had this leftover after tournament finished. So I brought it back, but for some weird reason, they told me that I need to get this food checked out when I was going back into United States. So I got in a line with all this with families with huge luggage, which they like brought from their like home country, like China, India, all those people, and all I had was this one like noodle. So I waited this 30 minutes, which I ended up missing my flight. And when it was my turn to check the food, they said, "Oh, this one food doesn't matter. Like you didn't have to come here, so just go." But I ended up waiting 30 minutes and missed the flight, so waited another like 3 hours. So it was pretty crazy. I was so tired.
It's a really good story to tell your friends and your family, and probably to the fans because it's pretty funny. I'm sorry. I just want to know what exactly happened there. But I can listen to such stories for for a week. But unfortunately, here we're because of Western Clash. So tomorrow, the first team that you'll face is Zealots. It is the last team that qualified from Europe, but they are the only team that managed to beat Fnatic and Team Dignitas. What do you think will be the deciding factor in tomorrow's games?
The deciding factor tomorrow will be either if Zealots would be team that beat Dignitas or not. For example, if they if we face Zealots that who was able to beat Fnatic and Dignitas, it's gonna be very, very difficult. But if it was other side of Zealots, I think it won't be as difficult. Yeah. Depends on Zealots, honestly. Yeah.
Okay, and if we're talking about other teams, like we have 4 teams from Europe and 4 teams from North America, which ones do you see in the top 3?
Top 3? Top 3. For both EU and NA? Like the whole...
Like just the top 3 of this tournament.
Okay, I had to say Dignitas and also Tempo Storm. And third one, we'll see.
We'll see, of course. We will see.
Do I have to pick one?
No. Like you can even say in no particular order.
I think it will be between Fnatic or Team Freedom. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty interesting because I think NA is not doing so good right now versus Europe, but who knows? Like you have your strats, we have our strats, but it's all about the metas, I guess, in the end. During this tournament, we will not see teams from South America, Australia, and New Zealand. And right now we see more and more players from minor regions moving to major leagues. We see no player swaps between NA, Europe, China, and Korea because there's the 6-month rule. But you are a Western player that knows not only English but also Korean. If Blizzard will ever make a change and you will have the opportunity to go into another region, will you do it? And if yes, would you go for Europe, where we speak English, or would you go for Korea?
Uh, I did think about this a long time ago. I kind of want to go to Korea just because I was born in Korea. Like they have just amazing food. Um, it's really familiar to me. But at the same time, I also wanna go to Europe because I never been to Europe. I think it would be a really cool experience to kind of live there and play there. So I'm not sure. I like both.
Okay, so who knows? Maybe someday we'll see, I don't know, Fanatic June or Ballistic Jukes. Like, we'll see, right?
Maybe we'll see.
Okay, that's really good. That's very good to hear. Then for my last question, I just want to ask you, what do you think about Hero League right now? Because not so long ago, they added voice comms. So technically, the game should be more coordinated. It should be better for your practices. What do you think?
um, I really like the voice comms. The fact that they added it's been really enjoyable experience of the voice comm itself. But in the end, unless it's still pretty bad of a matchmaking. Like you still get really just bad games. But I think adding voice comm is like a first step to make the Hero League better for more enjoyable experience. So although it's still pretty bad, I like the path that Blizzard is going with Hero League.
I think they were mostly worried for toxicity, that people will be like arguing, swearing, and stuff like that. But you don't really see that in Hero League, right?
Yeah, surprisingly, I've never seen been a single game that were people were toxic in a voice comm. For example, there's this really famous player who's very toxic, like known for being toxic, but yeah, for like typing. But in voice comms, he was just regular guy. So
Okay, that's really good to hear, because I guess it really also depends on the region, because like in North America, everyone is speaking English, so people are not having problems. In Europe, it's a little bit more complicated. People are trying to speak English, but not all of them know. And I think it also really depends in which league you are, because this season I didn't manage to get to Master. I got stuck in Diamond 3, and people are not talking. Like the only things I hear is like, good job, or like, GG in the end of the game. That's all. There was a game not so long ago where I was the only person in that team comp, and I wrote like, "Do you want to voice?" No, like nothing. So hopefully, eventually, people in Europe will get maybe less shy, will get to know English a little bit more, and take the example of North America. Okay, then I am done for today. I will wish you a really good evening, a really good night. You need to relax because you have some important matches tomorrow. So, do you have any shout outs to your fans, to your sponsors, or to somebody else?
shout out to our sponsor Tempo, of course. They're really nice. Also shout out to Rebel who gave us a boot camp before we came here for a week. They're amazing. Which they'll be here at Kiev. I mean not Kiev. Where's Katowice? I'm sorry. Also, my team, we've been working really hard, and all those our fans out there who've been supporting us throughout HGC. I can't think of all the sponsors off of my head, but Nvidia, Rebel, yeah, that's all I can remember. Whoops. Anyway, yeah. I really hope you do well tomorrow. So.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Good luck.